So next, we are going to explain about the scope of an environmental audit. The scope and quality of environmental audits vary drastically from organization, or even from country to country on a national basis. However, in our context, the focus is confined to environmental audits of business organizations. For example, 1. Some organizations may engage in periodic or one-time inspections of major aspects of operational activities. 2. Some organizations may limit the compliance efforts to paper reviews of program without engaging in physical inspections. And 3. Other organizations may engage in more detailed audits due to their commitment in environmental stewardship, or concerns about legal penalties associated with non-compliance. However, for small business, it may simply concentrate on such areas as paper usage and water and energy consumption, whereas, for a larger organization, it may have a broader range of inputs and output to be measured, such as waste discharge and environmental protection programs or activities. Next, let me explain on what is the components of an environmental audit. An effective environmental auditing system should include the following components. 1. Explicit management support for the audit and commitment to address findings. 2. Environmental auditing function that is independent of audited activities. 3. Adequate allocation of financial and human resources for an effective audit. 4. Clearly defined audit objectives and delineated audit program. 5. Process for proper data collection to identify and measure all input and outputs from the operational activities. 6. Audit methodology to identify, review, and compare the organization's activities and business targets against all relevant regulations, codes of conduct, and governmental policies with regard to compliance. 7. Proper documentation of all aspects of audit to assess progress and to verify environmental performance to staff, regulators, and the general community. 8. Periodic audits to assess impacts of new or changed legislation on operations and to assess whether internal targets for environmental efficiency have been met. And 9. Process for reporting audit findings, scheduling, and taking corrective action.
Created using Powtoon.